Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, in honor of the community poetry reading space that was on the first Wednesday of every month from 1 to 3 p.m. at a bookstore in North Austin, on the first Wednesday of every month, which was closed down because of the pandemic, I am keeping the spirit alive. The host of that open mic, and thank you for doing this, for keeping the spirit alive. So I'm going to share with you 3 poems. Can you guess that they're going to be from this book? Because I keep holding it like I'm a crazy lady. This is the Down in the Dirt May to August 2022 issue collection book titled The Final Frontier. It's got a James Webb telescope photo in the front of it, which is really triple plus awesome, in my opinion, because I'm the astronomy buff. But the 3 poems I'm going to share with you are poems that also appear in the cyberwit.net Janet Kuypers poetry book that was released during Women's History Month this year. That is titled Shattering the Glass Ceiling. So, two poems, 2 books in one for this reading for you guys, as I would often read material from multiple collection books and Scratch Publications books. This time you get an added bonus and material that is also in a Saberwit book. These 3 poems are all women's issues poems, obviously, for a book titled Shattering the Glass Ceiling. And each of them have a Farsi translation with them. It's hard to read in this one because it's smaller. I mean, I can read it here, but it's not easy to see on a small screen when I'm sharing it with you guys. So I am going to show these things in this book because I happen to have a larger copy of it. This first one I'm going to share with you is a poem that's titled The Measuring Scale, and it also exists in Farsi here. And as I said, it's going to be difficult to see. You can see it if you look online under my own writings, or if you get either one of these books, you can see this writing as well. This first poem, as I said, is titled The Measuring Scale. I hope you enjoy it. It starts with somebody quoting something and telling me something, and here it is. Here's an addition to your degrading criminology for women list. In the construction field, they, men, have devised another form of measurement. When something is being lowered or fitted into place, they often refer to an inch or so as up or down a cunt hair. They've gone so far as to determine that blonde pubic hair is the smallest increment, and at the other end of the measuring scale is black pubic hair. This is a quote from Pam over the internet to help with this drive to learn about the way that men can abuse women. This is the measuring scale. Why don't you dissect me? Take every single part of me and equate it with power tools, sports, and violence. Bang me, screw me, nail me, hammer me, bag me, pump me, shoot it in me. Maybe you can even score. If we're talking about measuring scales, what about the scale that defines the way you treat us? On one end is the minor stuff, calling us babe and sugar, whistling as we walk by. Then just move up along the scale. Get to the blonde jokes. Yes, they're so funny. But how about a pinch at the rear at the office? Well, that's harmless enough. And while you're at it, porn movies and magazines, what harm could they do? And hey, women have always worked at home, so you should have all the jobs and get the better pay anyway. And since we're just your property, fuck us whenever you want. I mean, hey, you're doing it already in every aspect of our repressed, oppressed lives. So rape us, smack us around, knock us down a flight of stairs. That's what we're here for. God. I don't even know how to measure these things anymore. I'll give you a moment of silence for that one. This next one of the 3 for you is in the Down in the Dirt book, The Final Frontier. I am looking at it right here. It is titled Most Accurate Metaphors. It also exists in the Cyberwit Janet Kuypers poetry book, Shattering the Glass Ceiling. And I thought I would share with you because they also exist in Farsi that I would try to show off the Farsi translation. Thank you to my Iranian friend who did this for me. Parade, you are the best. This, you would see it better if you get a copy of the book because it's really hard to see on these little screens. But this is a poem that's called Most Accurate Metaphors. It starts with a quote from Bob Lamb, which is not translated, so sorry. Only the English people will get this one. The quote from Bob Lamb to start this poem is, "Rape is one of the most savage, one of the most accurate metaphors for how men relate to women in society. It is a political crime committed by men as a class against women as a class. Rape is an attempt by men to keep all women in line." Now, there are two ways this can happen, little girl. You can keep fighting me, and if that's the case, I'll just have to keep my hand over your mouth and keep this knife at your neck. Or you can relax, enjoy yourself, make this easier on the both of us. You know you want this, so stop fighting it. I saw the way you were looking at me earlier, the way you stared at me, the way you were dressed. I know what you were thinking, so don't say a word. Did you think those drinks were free? How long did you think I could wait? It's my turn now. You owe it to me. Just do as I say, and no one gets hurt. Okay, to be on the quick side, one more poem that is not only in this book, but also this book with translations is a poem that's called "I'm Thinking About Myself Too Much." Available in Farsi as well. Yes, this is "I'm Thinking About Myself Too Much." All of my life, it's always been all about you. What do you need? What do you want? How can I help you? What can I do for you? And now, for once, I start to live, and now you tell me that I'm thinking about myself too much. And I think back to all the time I've spent with you and all the care I've given you, and now you tell me that I'm thinking about myself too much. And I've cooked for you, and I've cleaned for you, and I've made sure that everything in your world made sense. And now you'll tell me that I'm thinking about myself too much. And all I can think is that you're only angry because I'm thinking about me at all. Ladies and gentlemen, material from Shattering the Glass Ceiling, as well as the Down in the Dirt-ish collection book, The Final Frontier. Thank you so much for this installment of readings in honor of the Community Poetry Open Mic. You guys stay safe, you guys stay creatively inclined, and I look forward to hearing from each and every one of you very, very soon. Thank you all very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks.